Hi, Ian. Thank you so much for submitting your work here. Sounds like you had some difficulties, and I just want to make sure that you're specifically clear on how to save. So please let me know if I can be of any assistance in helping you understand how to save out the work and how to complete and compile the work itself. Um, and the reason I say that, one of the reasons is I've got the PSD open, and we've got some pretty significant issues here in terms of adhering to project specifications and requirements. So let's go through. Now, the main thing I see is I've got the timeline up here, and there's no timeline activity at all, indicating that there are no animations associated with the banner. Don't forget the call to action has to be animated in the banner. So that's one missing requirement. Take a look at your typefaces. This assignment requires via the Amethyst Space Style Guide that you use Arial Bold for headlines, Arial Bold Italic for subheads, and Arial Regular for body copy. These are not indicative of that requirement. The banner ad itself also requires to place placement of the masked image from assignment 2-1. I don't see that here. And also, we need to include a headline, a subhead, and the call to action. The call to action should be the same as established in your magazine ad. I don't see that here. Also, we need the logo placed in the banner ad as well as the location of the client. Additionally, if I come to file size, if I come to image size, I come down here on the menu across the top of the screen, go to the word image, click to the drop-down menu, come to image size. It will open this image size dialog box, which indicates that you are set up at 1280 by 300 pixels at 300 ppi. This assignment requires to be set up at 1280 by 300 pixels at 150 ppi, so you'll want to address that. Now I'm going to open the GIF, and let's see. Now this is where things get really funny. This is what we have for the GIF. That's it right there. That's all we have. I mean, I'm not sure what's going on here, but that should be saved out at the right size, which is 1280 by 300, 150 ppi. So what I would like you to do is address all of these issues. Now, one thing I really highly recommend you do is I'm going to come over to the course menu. I'm going to go to the announcements. I'm going to open up the announcements, and we're going to come down and take a look at these announcements. These announcements are your lifeblood for success in this class. And as you'll see, every single assignment is demonstrated. And we'll see that as soon as these open up. There we go. Okay, so everything is demonstrated. There's a ton of videos and tutorials in the announcements area. So specifically, we can come over here and we can learn how to animate the call to action, how to create your banner ad from your magazine ad, how to animate your type for the banner ad. And then over here we have additional tutorials on the actual magazine ad itself. Here's another one on animating how to complete assignment 4-2. And then from there on, the rest has to do with magazines. So the point here is that there's a ton of videos. Every single assignment in this class is demonstrated in videos. So if you take some time and go through them, I promise you things are going to become so much more clear. It'll be easy for you to complete this assignment, this project. If you go ahead and take a look at those videos. So at this point, I would say we've got some pretty significant issues in terms of adhering to project specifications and requirements. I would recommend that we address these issues immediately, as this final campaign is coming up due next week, and it's already Friday. So, I mean, we got to really move here quickly. To get this to the point where it will show proficiency in the objectives and outcomes associated with the class itself. So at this point, I recommend basically starting from scratch. Develop that magazine ad. Take your magazine ad and take all of my recommendations, comments there, and really adjust that. Then take the magazine ad and adapt the banner ad from the magazine ad. So and then be sure to apply all of the requirements to the banner ad. Okay. Now, if you have any questions at all, please get with me, because this is so important. This class is going to be gone before you know it, so we really have to move here, Ian. And let me know if you need help. If you need help, I'd be glad to provide any additional resources or information to assist you in a successful completion and presentation of the assignment. Okay, and again, at this point, I think the most important thing we can do right now is to ask any questions that might happen to come up. And if you want to post your work here, right in this forum before Sunday, that's fantastic. I'll be glad to take a look and provide additional comments. At the very least, I'd like to see these recommendations reflected in your final campaign coming up, as I said, quickly here next week. Okay, Ian, any questions at all, please get with me. Thank you very much.